Hello, happy Wednesday, everyone. Meteorologist Collin Rogers here. It was a pretty nice day overall. Temperatures climbed up into the mid 40s, and we're only going to get warmer over the next few days. High temperatures will reach the low 50s, if not the upper 40s, through next Monday, and then eventually we'll see those temperatures start to tank just in time for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. We'll get much more into that in just a minute, but right now, all is quiet. We're just dealing with cloudy skies, and that's how we're going to stay tonight. That cloud cover actually acts as a blanket almost, keeps that heat during the day trapped at the surface. So we do have a little warmer of a night on tap for us. Temperatures only dropping down into the middle 30s. And despite the cloud cover, tomorrow looking like a much warmer day as well, should climb up into the low 50s, right around 50 degrees for your Thursday afternoon. So some nice weather on tap. Just have to deal with the cloud cover. But, it's November. It's that time of year. Sunshine's harder to come around, and we should see a good amount of it over the weekend. So that's some good news. We love when that nice weather, coincides with our weekend. Right now, here's a live look over downtown Kalamazoo, just dealing with some cloudy skies. That's how we'll stay all night tonight. Not expecting any rain tonight. We could see a little bit of mist or some drizzle tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and maybe even early Friday morning. But for the most part, we're going to be dry through the weekend, with the exception of just some drizzle or some mist Thursday night and early Friday. Keith and Melissa, good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Wednesday to you. All right, let's go ahead and get rolling here. So cloudy skies, that's what we're seeing on satellite and radar. And that's how we're going to stay tonight. Not much clearing expected throughout the night tonight. We'll stay pretty cloudy, overcast skies. Notice temperatures only dropping down into the mid to upper 30s tonight. So that cloud cover will keep us a little warmer during the overnight hours. Cloudy skies expected all throughout the day on Thursday. Temperatures are going to climb up to near 50 degrees Thursday afternoon. So our average high this time of year in the mid 40s. So we're going to be about, 3 to 6 degrees above average throughout the day tomorrow. We'll just have to deal with the cloudy skies. Not going to see much sunshine throughout the day on Thursday. And then we'll notice cloudy skies linger Thursday night. Maybe a spotty shower, maybe a little bit of drizzle or some mist, but I think most of us stay dry. And then we'll notice mainly cloudy skies for your Friday, and temperatures once again a little above average, climbing up to near 50 degrees for your Friday afternoon. So some nice temperatures on tap through the rest of the week. And as we cruise into the weekend, early next week, looking pretty nice as well. Carla, hello to you. We'll enjoy the warmer weather while we have it. Yeah, enjoy it now. Soak it in now, right? Because we all know what's coming in the coming months. It's going to get a lot colder, I promise you that. Patricia, good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Wednesday. All right, big day on Saturday, multiple holiday parades. And, just a busy weekend. The weekend before Thanksgiving, a lot of people out and about. Maybe you're hitting the road, hitting the skies, getting an early start to Thanksgiving. A lot of people out and about for this upcoming weekend. We also have the holiday parades. Saturday morning, 10:45 start time. It's the Maple Hill Holiday Parade. That's downtown Kalamazoo. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s as you're heading out to the parade. And then during the parade, I think we should be in the low 40s. But we'll see partly cloudy skies and calm winds. We could have a lot worse weather. There's been snow, there's been rain, there's been the high winds. It seems like it's always windy on parade day. Not the case this year. We'll have calm winds, partly cloudy skies, some sun shining down, and temperatures in the low 40s. Not bad at all, right? Certainly could be a lot worse. No doubt about that. All right, that evening, Battle Creek Christmas's parade goes on. Downtown Battle Creek, 5:45 start time. They're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies as well. Temperatures will start off in the low 40s as the parade kicks off at 5:45. And then as the time you're leaving, we'll see temperatures dropping down into the upper 30s. But once again, calm winds expected. So we really lucked out this year. It always seems like the weekend before Thanksgiving, it just is crazy, but not this time around. We'll see some pretty calm weather, good amount of sun, and temperatures right around, if not a little above where they're supposed to be this time of year. So we love to see that, right? No doubt about that. All right, Preston, looking good. Yeah, sure does, Preston. Chris, hello to you. Keith and Melissa, happy 101st birthday, Auntie Karen. Auntie Karen. I always say aunt down in the South, but I know up here in the North, everyone says aunt. So Auntie Karen, happy 101st birthday to you. Wow. That's amazing. Craig, hope the weather is good for Thanksgiving going to Chicago. Craig, I'm going to get into the Thanksgiving forecast. It's just an early glance because it's still more than a week away, but I'll get into that forecast here Just give me a minute. Keith and Melissa, missing the parade this year, got new appliances being delivered. Oh, hey, you missed the parade, but at least you'll have some new appliances. That'll be pretty nice, right? Mary, good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's go ahead and look at the 10-day temperature outlook. All right, here's what I'm talking about with this big change that's on the way later on next week. So the 23rd is Sunday. So that's the start of next week. You'll notice the first few days of the week were pretty mild, not bad. Temperatures upper 40s, lower 50s. And then the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, that's the 26th, we drop down to 40 for a high. And then on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the weekend following Thanksgiving, we're going to be dealing with high temperatures in the upper 20s and lower 30s. So some much colder air on the way for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the following weekend. And in terms of snow, there's still some questions. There's a lot of uncertainty, as is expected. We're more than a week away. So there's a lot of variability in the models regarding system snow, lake effect snow, nothing at all. But one thing, regardless of what model you look at right now, is a much bigger cool down on the way. So much cooler temperatures on the way for Thanksgiving, for Black Friday, and that following weekend. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Heading to your Thanksgiving destinations, we should be A-okay. After Thanksgiving, you're heading back. That's when we could be dealing with some snow. Timing, uncertain. How much snow do we see? That's uncertain. Do we see snow at all? That's kind of uncertain right now. But it looks like we'll see a more active pattern somewhere across the Midwest, and we'll have to keep an eye on the trends, see where the exact path of those lows end up trekking through. If we get a northwesterly wind, yeah, you can bet that lake effect snow will get going. So something we'll be watching closely for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the following weekend. Keith and Melissa saying 101 years old, and she went bungee jumping. That's insane. All right. Good for her. That is awesome. Patty, the parade hasn't happened yet. The parade is coming up on Saturday. Kalamazoo, Saturday morning. Battle Creek, Saturday evening. Jerry, nice in Benton Harbor today. It was really nice, Jerry. And here in Kalamazoo, I was taking a walk this afternoon. Felt great. Chris saying happy 101st. And all right, Jerry saying happy 101st as well. Barb, good evening to you. Checking in from Colin. Shannon, good evening to you. Hope you had a great day as well. Enjoy your night, Shannon. All right. So that's your 10-day temperature outlook. Let's go ahead and flip over to your 7-day forecast. So tonight, cloudy, pretty quiet. Your 7-day forecast showing cloudy skies tomorrow. You'll notice a 20% chance for a stray shower tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, early Friday. I think most of us stay dry. We'll just notice quite a bit of cloud cover. We have a low off to our south, and that area of low pressure is going to keep us pretty cloudy, but I think most of that rain stays off to our south, like literally right over the border in Indiana. But I think most of West Michigan will be dry. We'll just notice cloudy skies. Temperatures, though, pretty nice. Lower 50s, if not the upper 40s this weekend. Partly cloudy to mainly sunny skies. Temperatures upper 40s, low to mid 50s. Doesn't get much better than that during the month of November, right? All right, as we cruise into next week, we have a better chance for some rain, that developing Monday night and Tuesday, possibly lingering into Wednesday as well. And it's that system that's going to bring some much colder air into West Michigan just in time for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and into the following weekend as well. All right, Mike Lewis saying happy hump day. All right, made it halfway through, right? We got 2 more days left. Jeanette, there was no sunshine in Coldwater today. Yeah, a lot of clouds today. Did see a little bit of sun in Kalamazoo in the morning. Let's see. Dan, good evening to you. Checking in from Hastings. Lily, good evening to you. Cloudy with a chance of awesome next week. Yeah, we'll take it, right? And Jerry, finally finished all my law job. All right. Congratulations. Todd, snow on Thanksgiving. It's possible. Not locked in yet, but it's possible. So we'll keep an eye on it. All right, let's go ahead and switch you over here to the Climate Prediction Center's website. This is like a 20-step process to show you guys my screen, but we're getting there. You can probably hear me clicking like 100 times. All right, this is the Climate Prediction Center's website. So you'll notice this is November 27th, aka Thanksgiving. And this goes through December 3rd. So this is kind of summarizing that whole week, right? Those 7 days from Thanksgiving all the way into the first few days of December. favoring below average temperatures. That means there's a good chance that we're going to be dealing with some below average temperatures as we cruise into Thanksgiving and the following few days. So that's something we'll watch very closely. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And you'll notice if we look at the precipitation as well, a good chance that we'll see, or not really a good chance, but leaning towards above average precipitation. So colder than average temperatures, above average precipitation, you can kind of get what I'm hinting at, right? It's going to be a more active pattern as we cruise into Thanksgiving and the following time frame after Thanksgiving, the next few days, Black Friday, the weekend, and possibly into early next week. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Certainly could make things a little trickier getting home from Thanksgiving. But as you're heading to your destinations for Thanksgiving, we look to be pretty good. And, even if we look at the 3 to 4 week temperature outlook, this is looking at kind of the first 2 weeks of December, good chance for below average temperatures and above average precipitation. So something we'll keep an eye on. If you watched our winter weather special, we were kind of looking at December as an active month. When we see these weak La Niñas, it seems like December seems to be pretty active. And believe it or not, we're pretty darn close to December, right? I don't know where the time went, but in about a week and a half, we're in December. So winter mode, full force here pretty soon. So enjoy these 50s while we have them. They're not going to last forever. All right. Jerry saying meant lawn. All right. That makes more sense. I was a little confused. Glad your lawn work is all done. And yeah, now it's about to be cloudy, right? All right. Chris, hope you're doing well as well. Ken, hello to you. You're very welcome. Mike Lewis, thank you so much as always. And all right. Good to hear, Chris. All right, so colder than average temperatures on the way Thanksgiving, and in the following days. Before then, though, we have some pretty nice weather. Get out, enjoy it. Don't take advantage of it, or do take advantage of it, rather. Don't let it pass by. This weekend looking pretty nice. So lots of sunshine, partly cloudy skies Saturday, mainly sunny skies Sunday. And I know this is such a busy time of year, so we'll take the quiet weather when we can get it, right? Well, hey, I'll be on ARC West Michigan, 10 o'clock. News Channel 3 at 11. Keith will be back tomorrow, by the way. But before that, meteorologist Jeff Porter, he's got you covered bright and early tomorrow morning, 4:30 to 9 a.m. on News Channel 3. Once again at noon. Keith will be back tomorrow for the evening and the late shows. He'll be right here on Facebook Live as well around 9 o'clock. So he was just taking some well-deserved time off. And if you don't already, follow me on Facebook, Collin Rogers, WWMT. I'm on Twitter or X, Collin_WWMT. I'll be posting updates there, especially as we get closer to the Thanksgiving holiday, right? And if the weather gets a little bit more, active, which is what it's looking like right now. The further away we get, the more uncertainty there is in the forecast. But, I guess the thing to kind of think about now is colder air and a more unsettled pattern. So, the storms could miss us. We could be on the warm side of the storm. Maybe we see more rain mixing in. Maybe we see a northwesterly wind. It's lake effect snow. That's still kind of a little uncertain right now. But we're going to be keeping a close eye on that after Thanksgiving. So hope you all have a great night. You're more than halfway through the week. 2 more days to go. Friday Junior tomorrow. And then Friday will be here before you know it. And then it's the weekend. All right. We love that. Well, hey, have a great evening, everyone. Catch me on ARC West Michigan at 10, News Channel 3 at 11. Have a good night.